finally in the process of decluttering my closet, and now I need to go through this stuff. And that little girl has decided to camp out among the junk. And now the little boy has decided to join us. That Q-tip over there is his because he likes to play with them. This is what I've cleared from the closet so far, which came from the upper shelf. And it's like 3:30, I think. It is Thursday. I've been on vacation for like a week and a day now, and I'm having a mango protein shake because I wanted a snack, and we're being good and having some protein because I haven't had a lot of protein today. So I need to sort through this. I realize now that I've been holding on to a lot of junk. The goal is to not need any of these little cabinets. The little Sterilite cabinet thing that they were in is like 10 years old now. I think I bought it before I moved in here, or I might have bought it when I moved in here. I've lived here for a while. So the plan, if all goes well, if I could sort through this stuff, is to not need it and be able to get rid of it, give it away, or find a different use for it. Because right now I'm looking at these and I'm like, yeah, this is not even what I thought was in there. I think it's like old planners. I see some folders. I see some pencil cases and just like boxes, like empty boxes of products that I probably am not going to need. So I have also been a classic millennial hoarding pretty boxes. So we're going to deal with that and hopefully clear that out. But my goal for this vacation, other than getting to 150 pages of the draft edited, which I have. So I have met that goal. I met that goal yesterday, which is very exciting. I am now in like 170 odd pages. My stretch goal is to hit at least 2 some odd. If I could hit half the novel edited, that would be amazing. I plan to sit down and talk a little bit more about the progress I'm making with that and the possibility of delays as far as like putting it out this fall. Maybe later, end of fall. I've kind of mentioned that before, but I don't 100% know that everything will pan out the way I wanted it to, but that is a discussion for another time. For now, I'm going to start decluttering. So I've got a few things that are like writing clutter, like old drafts of novels and stuff. I've got to make some choices about that, see if I want to keep them or not. And then I've got some sentimental clutter, stuff that belonged to my first cat and things like that. And then I've just got like junk that needs a place to live. So it's going to take a little doing, but I took out stuff like folders that I could take to my office, and I did trash some of the actual trash so far. So now I have a plan. I just have to make it happen. Even though I have gotten rid of a lot, somehow it still feels like there's too much in here. But for now, I'm calling it satisfactory. And yes, that is in fact Jareth sitting over there because I forgot to put him in the box, and now he'll just hang out there and loom. So I am still surrounded by junk. I do still have quite a pile of things to go through. I have some, like I said, like old drafts of novels and stuff that I do kind of want to sort through and like pick out maybe like the more sentimental bits and keep those and get rid of the rest. But I need to like take it to either they do a semi-regular recycling event in my town, or just pay UPS to recycle all this stuff because I don't want like anything with potentially sensitive information on it. But somehow I feel like everything is worse than it was before. But I know that part of that is because I did put a bunch of the dolls that didn't live here up there. However, I do still have a box. I got so frustrated trying to put all the dolls away, and I was just so like upset and frazzled by the experience that I realized that I really don't want to hang on to most of them. So I made a few selections, picked out the stuff that I do feel sentimentally attached to. And I think I've said before, like a lot of them, I obviously bought them because I was actively collecting, and I was like in my early 20s, late teens when I bought most of these things. So it's been a while since I've seen them. I forgot that I owned a good amount of them. So, of the ones that I'm looking at here in this box, I really only remembered that I owned 2 of them, and I have at least 6 of them in there that I can count from where I'm standing. So, I'm going to see about trying to sell them. If it's worth it, I'll sell them. If it's not worth it, I might just send them to my nieces. One of them is old enough to play with dolls now too. So, that might be the plan. But I just was so annoyed with the process of trying to put them away that I was like, this must be a sign that I'm just like, I don't want to keep these things. And I did consolidate a lot of like the little like boxed toys that my boyfriend has given me. Even though I keep telling him to stop giving me toys, he still keeps giving me toys. And it's a thing. It's a conversation we have had many times. I just, like he's gotten me a bunch of special edition, like, Japanese toys. So I had, just off the top of my head, Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, Akane, Bulma, Hatsune Miku, and Gigi that my aunt actually sent me. And then I've got like a couple of other like toys out of their boxes, and then like all the little collectibles that I used to have when I was in my teens and early 20s, also when I was like actively collecting like anime gear, usually small stuff because I prefer things tiny. So this is all now in one big box as opposed to like scattered throughout the closet. So that's helpful, but now the box also takes up space. And the box is also very heavy. So that was annoying as well, just trying to get it up there. And I know that if I want to access stuff behind the box, then the box will have to move, and that's a whole thing. But for now, this is the best I can do, and I am satisfied with the amount I have decluttered, although I still have like the stuff around me to deal with. So, ooh, firework maybe. Okay, I'll check in later. You can hear the air conditioner, but I will try to minimize that in post. But I am going to do my nails because I am meeting up with a friend today. I am embarrassed to say that I haven't hung out with her, I think, since her wedding, and she got married in 2015. So, I mean, maybe there were a couple of visits after that. But it's just one of those things. We live in the same town, but I'm always busy. She's always busy. Like, our lives are very different. And it's stupid, but it just happens. Like, you just sometimes just don't have time to get together. And it's been unfortunate that this has happened. But she's a friend that I've had since middle school. I've known her since 6th grade. So like half my life, more than half my life at this point, really, if we do the math. So I'm glad to be able to catch up with her. And it's such a stupid thing because I was just like, hey, I've been thinking about you lately. Oh, Figgy, of course, has decided to go to the box right as I'm doing this. He's having a number one. Let's give him a moment. Are you done, Fig? Are you satisfied? He's still going. Little boy. Sometimes he just goes in there and he pops right out, and other times he likes to make sand castles. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, he's done. Anyhow, so it's just one of those like really stupid things because all I did was I reached out to her. We do keep in touch. Like, I will say that it's not like it's been 10 years since I've interacted with her. We do keep in touch. We mostly just message back and forth on Instagram, which is one of the reasons why I still have an Instagram as opposed to like a Facebook and stuff like that. Although I do still have a secret Facebook where I like only use it for my niece and to keep my author page. But I just reached out and I was like, hey, been thinking about you lately. Got some time? She works in the public school sector, so I figured, summertime is a decent time for her too. And she was like, yeah, you want to get together? Sure. And we just made a date. She doesn't even live that far. Like, it's not, we were going to meet up at a place that she likes that I've been to before and also enjoyed. So like it's such a small thing, and I've been slowly meaning to make more time. I don't know if it's time blindness, but I have this like thing where like time will pass for me and I feel like I've just interacted with the person and it's been a very long time since I actually have. So I need to do better about that, and I've been trying. I don't have too many friends that live locally. Most of my friends have moved to other states, particularly like the folks I was really close to in grad school. They all moved out of state fairly quickly after we, graduated. Most of my friends from high school moved out of state, at least the ones that I was closest to. And then obviously I've got like my work friends and stuff. And I will admit that the connections I've made with some of you guys are like really great. I love seeing the messages, but like it's also one of those things where like you want to meet up with people in real life and have those connections and maintain community. So that's what I am trying to do here. I just need to be better overall about reaching out to people. I will say that one of the issues has been that when I have reached out to some of my friends, because their lives are so different from mine, or, like, I feel like most of my friends actually, like, at least the ones that I was close to, also, like, don't really have kids or anything. So it's not like they have that kind of a commitment. But their work lives are very different from mine. Their home lives are very different from mine. So, I don't know. There have been a lot of times where I've tried to make the connections and then like they have either like canceled on me at the last minute or flaked out or something has happened, and I just kind of gave up on that, I think, for a while, and felt like, hey, why am I bothering? But I do need to do better about it. So part of my plan going into this year post birthday is to try to reconnect with people and maintain those ties a little bit closer. I also told myself earlier, I'm really warm because I just came out of the shower. I also told myself that if certain things fall into place, which I'm hoping they do, I will probably plan a trip to California to see my nieces, to see the one who is now 10. I haven't seen her since she was 5, and the other one who I've never met in person. So I maintain a connection with them also through Instagram. Like, it's funny because I joke to their mom, I'm like, I feel like the older one is basically me in a smaller form. like she is essentially a younger, unevolved version of me. Like, if we're talking like Pokemon, she's the unevolved version of what I have become. I think it's really cute that she like is really into a lot of the stuff that I'm into. And she'll tell me like, oh, she's into, like, she just watched K-pop Demon Hunters, and her mom just like wrote to me, she's like, oh, she's really into K-pop Demon Hunters now. And I'm like, oh my god, the time has come. Here are all the bands she should be listening to. So I thought that was cute. So I would like to see them. I would like to go back to California. They live in Northern California. I would like to go visit. I would also like to travel around a little bit. It's a thing I've delayed for a while. So, all things coming to pass and like funds falling into place, even though my big goal is still to invest in my publishing career and into the possibility of getting out of here and having another place, like a home of my own. Somewhere in there, I would like to fit in more social activities and more experiences that involve other people as opposed to just me going around. So that is the plan. I'm going to do my nails. I'm going to use a neon green. I'm feeling the brights today. I haven't used this color. I bought it about a month ago, I think. Haven't used it. I did try the orange one. I actually felt like it was a little too orange for my skin, but I might use it on my toes. But I do love a neon. I love a neon. Like, for summer, I don't seem like that kind of girl, but I am that kind of girl when it comes to my nails. So that is what I'm going to do now, and drink something cool because it is very hot. I got a flavored 0 sugar coconut punch thing that I bought at the Dollar Tree the last time I was there. I like to pick up funky drinks when I'm there. So let me settle in and do my nails. Ta-da! Quick fit check. So I am wearing the mini skirt that I got from Poshmark, I think like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months now. Very old, um, like Target tank top that I got, I think like 3 or 4 years ago now. Also old, I think this is Old Navy. Um, it's actually just a shirt that I wear normally as a work shirt, but we're wearing it as a top because, you know, Florida, it's cold inside, it's hot outside. And I just did my makeup just real simple. So off I go. These are the nails for the record, and I'm hopping by my mom's house first because I have some stuff to drop off and it's on the way, so I might as well. So off I go. I will not really like bring the camera in while I'm meeting with her because she's very shy. I don't think she wants to be recorded, but I might just show you the restaurant while I'm there. All right, so this is what I'm donating. It's these bags and that one little like box right there and the ornaments. And somehow, despite getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish bags, plus what I already took to my mom's house, plus I think like 3 bags of like actual trash, I still feel like there's just way too much in my closet. But at this point, I've done the best I can. I know that a big part of it is just the optics of it. I know that like when I bought the new box that contained stuff that was in smaller boxes, like that box just takes up so much more space in the closet as opposed to like small boxes stacked on top of each other, that like it just looks more full. So I know that yes, technically it's not more full, it's just like the difference in volume, I suppose, but still looks more full and I don't like it. I still just feel like I need to get rid of more stuff. But at this point, I'm like, this is it. Like this is the stuff that I either care about or want, or just right now don't feel ready to let go of. So I've got to get over it. It's fine. I can walk into my closet. I can find what I need. I ordered, like, organized and ordered up some of my bags and stuff so they're easier to access and like aren't like all up in each other. So like my leather bags are in one container, my like strappy, like toady type things are in another container. And it's as good as it's gonna get for now. So we're gonna move on. I'm gonna go donate that stuff so it's not just sitting in my hallway. And then I'm gonna come home and take care of like small things. Today is Saturday. I only have 1 more week left of vacation, which makes me sad. But I had a very nice time last night with my friend. I just was really tired today because I had to get up at like 5 a.m. to drop the boy off at the airport because he's traveling to see family. And then I came home. I went to bed really late last night and I came home and I was like, I'm really tired. So I picked up breakfast and just like knocked out until like 10:30. So this is what I've been doing since I officially woke up, was just decluttering. I also reached the point yesterday where, I don't know if I said this already, like I've edited all the stuff I've read in the draft. So now I need to focus on just reading today so I can have some pages to edit tomorrow and continue that progress. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to sort of like do the stuff of the home that I've kind of abandoned over the last week during the daytime. And then at night, while I'm just like lounging around, I will do the reading because I don't have any distractions today. So it's going to be a weekend all to myself and I'm just going to use it to my advantage as best I can. We have tea, we have a face mask, we have a 24-hour music view playlist thing of soul because it's pretty, and we have the mood lighting on. And I'm just going to have a girly night to myself, reading my book and enjoying myself. Because I had a very long day today after going to my mom's house, I ended up, I went to Goodwill, took my mom out to lunch, went to Walmart to do groceries, went to my boyfriend's house after coming here and dropping off said groceries to feed our shared custody cat, as I call her. And while I was there, I saw that there were a few mangoes on the floor that they're not going to eat. And it was the last of the batch. So I decided to take them to my sister's mom. So I drove over to my dad's place and dropped off some mangoes, had some time with them. He's not in a good mental health state. Like he's just not well. So I've kind of talked about it before. Like he's just not well. He's 80 some odd years old and just not doing great. So he was at least happy to see me, but sometimes I wonder like where he thinks he is and like what time he thinks he's in, because I think things are getting muddled in his head, and I'm not sure if it's the medication he takes or like the age or just something else. So at least I get to make him happy, made her happy because I took her some mangoes and she loves those. And then I came home, picked up some dinner, had that at the boys' house so I could spend time with the cat and the outdoor cat too. So spent some time with the cats, and now I'm getting an ad, so let's skip that. But yeah, so I am tired, and this is the last of a batch of face masks that I had bought when I went to the Korean market that I like to go to. So we're gonna just indulge by ourselves. I made some digest tea because my tummy is feeling a little bit like, ooh, that was a lot of food. So just gonna have a nice night in and go to bed early if I can fall asleep early. But yeah, I just feel like I'm done. I feel like I've extroverted, I've socialized, I've done as much as I can do for the last 2 days. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow, which is Sunday. Baby. Yoga.
Capuchito.
A ver, aquí tengo una tarjetita que es auténtica. A ver, a mí me gustaría la rosadita.
¿Cuál de la
rosadita?
Ok.
Pero también me gusta la amarillita y la azul. Me gustan todos.
Todos.
Pero está graciosa con los ojitos cerrados. Vamos a ver quién me sale.
¿Cuál?
El color cremita.
El beige.
Gracioso. Se sienta.
Tiene ojito de como un conejito, ¿eh?
Sí, parecido.
Orejitos tienen orejita de conejito.
Sí.
Está suavecito.
Sí.
Uy, los dientes afuera, los colmillos y todo, qué barbaridad.
A ver el de yoga. A mí me gusta el rosadito este que está estirando, que es este que está en el cover. Es el que me gusta. Todo tengo así. A ver quién me sale.
¿Y si salen repetidos?
Ellos en la tienda te dejan cambiar.
¿Tú guardas las cajitas?
No, pero Aquí hay papel, ¿no? Ajá. Algunas a veces son más difíciles de abrir que otras. Hay un stand para pararlo. También su tarjeta de autenticidad.
La verdad, pero casi.
Me parece que sí, que sea este o este.
Porque está paradito.
Me siento como que tiene una patita para atrás.
Está difícil de abrir.
A veces adivino bien, a veces no. ¡Ah, sí! Es que quería.
El que de la galante.
El que está adelante.
Oye, pero está cabezón.
Sí.
Mi madre. Tiene los ojitos rosados también.
Sí.
Pesa 1 tonelada.
Pues ellos son figuras de arte. Entonces, estos no son juguetes, son figuras de colección de arte.
Ay, hija, pero ¿por qué le pusieron una boca tan grande? Con los dientes todos afuera.
Se está haciendo es pigeon pose con el pie para arriba. Que tú te pones en el piso y levantas el otro pie. Sí, es que está adelante.
Que tiene en la manito una mariposa.
Una mariposita.
Ay, qué gracioso.
It is Sunday night and I am trying a thing. I bought plexi rods. I want to see if they actually make my hair hold a curl. It's gotten better at holding a curl. This thing always slips. It's gotten better at holding a curl since I've gotten older. My hair has actually mildly developed some texture, but I want to see if this holds. I'm actually going to see if I can stand it to sleep in because I have one in the back and I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do that. But I am going to wrap this vlog up. I spent a good portion of the day running around town. I went to my mom's place. I did some laundry this morning and I realized the irony of a vlog that involves me decluttering a lot of stuff and yet me bringing some new stuff into my life. But in my defense, I did tell myself that I would get a real Labubu for my birthday, and now I have. And I'm embarrassed to admit how much I paid for them, although I guess it's for a good cause. It went to a local comic book store that I frequent every so often, so at least there's that. So we will not speak of the money. Don't judge. Keep your thoughts to yourself. But that is all for this week of vlogging. I still have another week of vacation. I will probably show some snippets of that. But my plan overall is just to write, just to keep pushing through, to try to get through halfway through the draft, the final version of the draft, and call it a day. This is it. This is the draft that's going to publish. So it has to be as good as I can get it and put it out there in the world. But for now, all I can do is keep moving at this pace. I think if I can manage to get at least 1 hour a day, give or take, it should take me about a month. So I think if I set some real goals and stick to the plan, I should be able to finish by July. I wish I hadn't lost so much time in February and March. I also wish I had just kind of pushed through. But everything is a learning experience, and this is my first time trying to get to the point of self-publishing. So we live, we learn, and we do better next time. So that is all for this vlog. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one wherever you are in the world, and I will check in with you next time. Bye.